This is about to be serious because listen, enough is enough, right? Enough of like the garbage online and the naysayers and the people saying, oh, well, I saw boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, when they don't even realize what they saw, what they really saw. You saw an agenda is what you saw. But Ashley, I'm going to let you go ahead and chit chat while I bring up the video.
Okay, how many of you guys watching this right now have ever seen people pop off in a thread? It's usually in one of those like moms groups or something on Facebook, and somebody suggests thieves, for instance, and then somebody, that one negative Nelly, we're gonna keep her name really nice here, that one negative Nelly pops in and she's like, oh, well, I heard this about that, and that's a scam, and you're doing bad things to people, and I heard this about Gary, and here, video, right? How many of you guys have seen something like that happening before?
Always.
Yeah.
All you have to do is enter any crunchy mom group ever in life.
Yes, yes. So there's a couple of things that we need to talk about here today. Obviously around how you should respond to this kind of thing. Yes. But there's a couple of really important things you need to know first. All right. Number one, you should not care about what these people think.
Yes.
Their minds are made up anyway. And if they're going to make up their minds based off of a stranger's video on the internet and not personal life experience, they are not worth your time, right? Not. Second, critical thing you need to know. There's a thing called negative SEO. Negative SEO, and what this means, search engine optimization. Martha can teach you this stuff. This thing,
not the negative stuff.
Yeah, right. Not the negative
stuff. I can't.
But SEO is a marketing strategy to get your content found so that you can monetize whatever it is that you've got, right? Your videos, your blogs, whatever.
Yes.
Negative SEO is using a keyword like Young Living and then plugging the word scam in next to it so that you can sell an affiliate product that teaches you how to make money or whatever. Scam keywords next to network marketing topics or scam keywords next to network marketing company names or products are rampant. They're everywhere. They're not going anywhere because people are making money off of them. What you have to do is show up and elevate the conversation and not be affected by these clowns who cannot be bothered to learn the truth for themselves. I feel like I just did the whole video right there, but go ahead.
Well, that's totally cool. And you guys ask questions as they come up or talk about situations. If you want to like personally talk about situations that you have, please do that. Let's address those, okay? Because first of all, it's the people that what they're doing is it is negative SEO, and what they're selling is something besides the point. They don't even care about the truth. They don't want to know the truth because they make money off the lie, okay? But here's the thing, is they're making money off the lie, and in the process of them making money off the lie, what they're doing is they're taking well-meaning people that just like to research, and they feel like they're getting the right information. They feel like they're Googling stuff and, hey, I'm doing my due diligence and da-da-da-da-da, and then they find this stuff, right? And how many people have had, oh, I just pushed my chair back. Oh, it's getting serious. How many people, right? Let's readjust. How many people have had folks on your team that have been on your team for a little while, and then all of a sudden they come at you with this. They come at you with like, oh, I just heard that this. I just saw X, Y, and Z. I just saw that. Is that true? And da-da-da-da-da. You guys, there are, I'm going to say this in the safest way I can. There are gigantic organizations that pay people to write this garbage that is going to discredit what we do.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. Factual. Yep.
That's it. I feel like you got something to say.
Yeah. And guys, this means it's not going away. It's not going away. The negative stuff is not going to go away. And this is why when it pops up, you don't need to, oh, I need to refute this. You do not need to spend your time bringing yourself down to the level of someone who is not intellectually curious enough to pursue real truth. All right. And for you yellows out there who do feel deeply affected by the opinions of others around you, I want you to understand that you are going to be doing greater good in the world by showing up, sending love to somebody who is misinformed. Let them know, hey, look, you can choose to live your life that way, but I choose to find for myself. Yeah. Right. And you're welcome to ask me questions from a personal perspective. I don't form my opinions based on strangers' videos on the internet. You're welcome to keep doing that if that's what you feel good about. Love on them that way.
Yes, I do not. I love it. It's just like Ashley just in that sentence, she just did like a drive-by right in the ribs. Like it was, I don't form my opinion by negative people on the internet. But here's the deal, like
you can find scam videos about ham sandwiches in Walmart, but like people still buy that stuff.
Right. Anything that is actually changing the world, especially, is going to have negative stuff around it. You guys have to understand there are agendas at play. And I'm not going to go into all of it because I don't need to. But there are other agendas at play. Understand that not everybody is doing the right thing. Okay. Not everybody is. And it's not everybody's goal to. Okay. But here's the thing. This is what Ashley just said. And I completely 100% agree. You cannot spend your energy or waste your energy and time, which is the only thing we can't get back, right? Don't waste your time arguing with these fools, because here's the thing is arguing with them is just going to dig they're like 4-year-olds, right? And God bless them, but they are. The mentality is like, I'm going to dig my feet in further. And then they're going to go find more stuff that isn't true. They're going to be like, but there's this, and then there's this. And then you've got like people with shovels in the driveway, like it ends up being an entire thing, right? We need to instead, what my whole goal is instead of letting those things, because I'm an SEO girl, right? So instead of letting those things be the things that are rising to the top of like YouTube and all of the things, what we can do is we can all be blasting the internet with our own stories. Blast the internet with your own examples. Blast the internet with the good stuff. Just keep it coming, right? Keep it coming. What you're going to do is you're going to bury that stuff. No one has come correct yet. No one has come to those people in that way. And you don't have to directly toe-to-toe come to them, right? You come with it in an SEO way. You come with it with your own articles, with your own videos, with your own stuff that is going to move your website to the top of the search and move your videos to the top of YouTube. And there's all sorts of stuff to learn about that. It's not difficult though. The thing is you just have to keep creating content. So if you really, really, really want to bury it and make a difference in our business, like in Young Living, if you're feeling it on your heart to actually raise Young Living up, if that's what you feel like, then you need to be creating content. Then you need to be creating videos. You need to be creating blogs. You need to be washing out all of this other stuff. That, in my opinion, that's one of the best ways. But if it's just on social media and it's arguing with whatever, don't argue. Don't argue.
Mm-mm.
They're not gonna.
No, those are crabs in a bucket.
They're crabs in a bucket. God, thank you for that. Crabs in a bucket. Does everybody understand crabs in a bucket?
Please explain crabs in a bucket for those who haven't heard.
Man, if there is more than one, it only has to be more than one. There's more than one crab in a bucket. If one tries to climb out, the other one will grab it and pull it back down. The entire idea, you guys, is if we can't both win, not one of us is going to win. And that's the mentality of the crab at the bottom of the bucket. And it happens every time. And that's just, it's how some folks are. It's how some folks are. And what we do, we send them love and we keep it moving because we got no energy for that. You got no energy to fight with folks. We got no time for that. I'm gonna let you. I just
no, you do. So what you need to be doing, right? If you show up and somebody's hating, you can come in and drop a mic, and you don't need to pick it back up and say anything else. And to drop the mic is to basically come in and say, okay, look, I respect you, and all of you here have your right to your opinions. Here's what you need to know, right? Mm-hmm. And then you say whatever it is that what's on your heart, right? This is my experience. Or this is what I choose to believe. This is how I choose to go about making my decisions about what I believe, right? This is what I choose to engage with. You're welcome to make whatever decision you'd like to, but I choose this. And and then be gone, be done with it. And then do not give it any more focus. Do not feed the trolls, because like Martha said, they're just gonna keep coming back because their mind is already made up. And your best defense is offense. Is showing up and being the voice that needs to be heard, being the example that needs to be followed, and being the person of value that, you know, is going to make people who don't even engage with what you have come to your defense. Yeah. I want to share something with you guys that happened in the last week. This isn't Young Living specific, but it's network marketing specific. And people do the same thing about all companies. You guys have seen all this stuff before. That people love, crabs in a bucket, love to pile on and hate this industry. And there's a couple of reasons why. One of them is because there have definitely been some bad actors that have given people the wrong taste in their mouth about the business. That's a thing, right? But
you know, bad actors.
Yes, bad actors. Yes, there have been some people who have soured people's perspective, but that is it's a byproduct of this being a truly open opportunity to anyone in the world. That is, sometimes there's gonna be some bad folks, but whatever. Anyway, people love to pile on about the industry. So there's this thing that happened recently. I'm in a neighborhood group for where I live here in New York City. And of course, right now we've got the pandemic happening and people are, social distancing, but this was before that actually went into place. This lady came into this group and she just started ranting and raving about these boys playing basketball on the courts. And some people had some fun. There was some, chatty, playground, petty, don't call the cops on them, thing happening in there. I engaged, but what this woman did is she came over to my personal Facebook page. Don't know this woman. And she scrolls through and she picks up on the fact that I have been in network marketing at some point. These were photos from like 6 years ago. And she comes into this group and thinks that she is insulting me in the eyes of others by saying that I was involved with network marketing. Do you know what happened? I went over to my wall and I was like, hey guys, so there's this lady who thinks that I'm bad because I did this thing. Everybody say hi to her. And they're people, they've never been customers of mine. They've never been teammates of mine. They're like, what's wrong with her? You're okay, right? People are going to believe what they believe based on their experience. If they're not the fools who make their decisions based off of creepy YouTube videos, they're going to have your example. This is what the industry is because you showed them. This is what Young Living is because you showed them. So you need to be showing up and being that and rising above that, because people are going to be negative if that's their choice, but most people are going to be open because you opened the door for them. And that's the only thing you need to focus on. And do not waste your time trying to turn a troll around, because they want to live under that bridge. They want to stay under that bridge.
Yeah. Your trolls, your 5%. That's your 5%, you guys. Like, those are the people that we're looking to ignore anyway. Those are people that we literally, God bless them and their journey and all of the things, right? Hashtag all the things, but they essentially go in a shoebox under the bed and I pay them no mind. Like, we don't have time to deal with that. Listen, there's a big mission in our laps right now. And that big mission is oils in every home. And we're nowhere near accomplishing that goal. So what do we look like spending time on trolls? Like, we're playing into exactly what they want us to do, which is either to stop, to get paralyzed in our mission, or just to not be successful in the first place and then end up stopping. The end goal is for us to stop and then them to win. I guess that's how they win in some way. But you guys, whenever you're spending time with the troll, you're not spending time with the family down the street. You're not spending time. That time you don't get that back, right? You're going to spend time with a troll. You need to be spending time with your team, right? You need to be spending time reaching out to the people on your team, reaching out to the people on social media, reaching out to the people that are actually open to what we're doing. That's who we need to be spending time with. What is it? I can't remember. I'm so bad with quotes. Ashley, you know this by now, right? It's something like, I hope you just said, so did you just almost spit that out?
Yep.
It's something like, crap. Now I forgot it completely.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah. Here, you take it away. I can't remember what I was
All right. Mildred says, all the people who told me to be careful 5 years ago when I started Young Living have come back at one point to basically say they were wrong. Some even becoming members. That's what happens, guys. That's what happens.
Yes.
People do okay. When I got started in the industry, I had a lot of people reaching out to me who are like, you should be really careful, da, da, da. And I'm like, I appreciate you. Like, you're doing this out of love. Thank you. But I'm going to do what I'm doing now.
Right.
And they respected that. Some people might not, and that's okay. You are not obligated to hold on to their opinions or to value them. If you don't want their bank account, I wouldn't worry about their opinions, right?
Right. If they are not where you want to be, period, why do you give any sort of care or why do you care at all what they think? If they're like, if you look at them and are like, oh yeah, I really wish I wish I could have that sort of business. Listen, anybody successful in business is never going to say any of this stuff. Just so you know, no one that has actually found success in business is ever going to talk that kind of smack, because listen, who talks good things about network marketing? Freaking everyone. Who's the rich dad, poor dad?
Robert Kiyosaki.
Thank you. And then, and who's the other guy? The big financial guy.
Oh,
Mike,
gosh,
you know who I'm talking about? I don't know.
I don't know. Donald Trump was a proponent of MLMs, right? Like,
yeah. Grant Cardone. That's
yes.
All of these people that are like billionaires, they're not talking smack about network marketing. The people talking smack about network marketing are crabs in a bucket. Okay.
Right. And it's not just people who are billionaires either. People who are successful don't waste their time talking trash about things that are none of their business.
They're too busy making change.
Dave Ramsey. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, Dave Ramsey.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Warren Buffett. Also, Warren Buffett.
That's who I was thinking of. Thank you.
Yeah. Warren Buffett is who I was thinking of. That's the one.
Yeah.
But so another thing too, you guys, you should have confidence. You should have great confidence, whether you have just gotten started today with sharing or you're thinking about it. You should have all the confidence in the world. You are in a unique position in this industry to have an in-demand, unique product that your company creates and sources itself. That in and of itself is unique. Yeah. But above and beyond that, you guys, millions of people for a quarter of a century have been working with this company. Tell me any product that is on a shelf of any store in the world who has that clout behind them.
Right.
We are miles ahead of household names. Okay.
Yes.
You have something phenomenal. You know the truth. That's what matters. That's cool. You feel that way. Here's my experience. Here's what I know. I don't know about all that, but here's what I know. Right? That's power. I don't know
about all that. Yeah, exactly. That's
yep.
Another way, in the way that we attract people here, is we're attracting people with our story, and we're attracting people with what actually has happened to us. They're probably, in all reality, isn't going to be a whole lot of this action happening in our world. Okay. So I don't want you to think like, oh my, like if you just started today or something, I don't want you to watch this video and be like, oh my gosh, so now there's like a war zone, right? So like the way that we do things, right? Pull the pin out. But for like the way that we do things here, we attract people because of the way that we use products. We attract people because of our stories and how we show up, right? So we're attracting people that are already curious. They're not people that are skeptical and want to dig in. The people that are skeptical and want to dig in sometimes end up on posts, but most of the time you're going to see them in groups, because what they're looking for is a lynch mob, right? Like they're looking for people to like rally around them because that's where they feel, you know, needed and supported and whatever that satisfies in their being. But here's the thing is if you're not coming that loud about, hey, use my product in groups, you're not going to be attracting people like that. Okay. In groups, what we do is we like sort of, we add value. So whenever people are asking questions, we add value on things that we know about, and we pique interest in groups. And then they pop around because they'll click on your profile. How many times have you seen somebody say something cool in a group and you're like, I need to know more about that person? Well, then they click through to your profile and now the system has started, right? So now they can learn more about you in a very like standoffish sort of way, you know, like they can browse, kind of like the lady was browsing your profile. That was a little crazy extra on that, in that case. But you guys, that's the thing is there's not a ton of this. Like, don't take this video as like, this happens all the time. We're just talking about when it does happen, come back to this video and kind of recenter and realign with what's true. Okay. Because the things that those people are citing are things that those bloggers were paid to write about. Okay. They were either paid to write about it, or it lines their pockets in some way of them trying to sell something, right? It's a content strategy, you guys. And yeah, it's gross. And yeah, people hang their hat on it because what is it that Ayn Rand said? People believe things for one of two reasons. They're scared that it's true, or they need for it to be true. Okay. So if somebody's looking for something for an argument and they need for that to be true in order to give them heat in their argument, then they're going to go ahead and give it some street cred or some validity or whatever. But that's the thing is like, just understand, and you can, I mean, I don't know, I would even say something like that. Like, do you know that blogger got paid to say that? Like, by the way, I don't know what you know about the internet, but they got paid to say that.
I mean, you could, but I mean, it's also kind of a waste of your time, right? Listen, every company, okay, we're humans. We're humans. We make mistakes. We make missteps. We can perform actions that in the future don't age well with the times, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to define anything, right? Like, find me a perfect person. Find me a perfect person.
Right.
What people are doing here, whether there are seeds of truth or not, whether it is, especially with these scam videos, it's just garbage. Right. And don't watch them, do not press play on them. Do not click the articles.
You're paying
because they are only going to shoot up their relevance when people Google stuff.
Yes.
But understand that in the absolute vast majority of the time, whether it's about Gary or Young Living or network marketing in general, somebody is getting paid to write that smut. And if somebody has a beef to bring to the table about actions that were taken by people associated with this company at some point over its 25 years, I would at least intellectually challenge them to go find an absolutely perfect person who ran a company ever.
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Exactly.
But most importantly, don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the trolls. Stop feeding the trolls. And what I'm very red. We know this. I'm very red, right? And I also have a bit of a Joan of Arc energy to me, a little bit. And so part of me is like, I want to scream out loud how great Gary is. So that when people find stuff, or when they're searching on the internet for like stuff to find, that they also see the good stuff, that they also see us sharing what our leader did, right? Like the different things that he did, right? That's it. That's content, you guys. That's creating content on your own websites. They're blog posts. You don't have to be a big writer in order to do a blog post. A blog is writing, but typing instead, right? Like it's so easy. It's really just sharing stories like that. And the more that we share stories like that, again, we're just going to be diluting. We're going to be diluting the garbage. And I feel like, again, I've got that Joan of Arc energy, and I know that not everybody does, and that's totally okay. And I'm not saying everybody needs to go do this right now. But I'm saying if it bugs you to the point that you want to say something good about our leader in a blog post, post it and call it good. Do that. Do the opposite of what else is happening online, and let's dilute the garbage. Let's let the garbage take itself out, right?
Flip the stigma, Nancy says. I love the way you put that.
Yes. Oh, what'd she say? Oh, flip the stigma. Yes, girl.
Great.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You
and
guys,
have it named like Why I Love Gary Young. Why
There you
Gary
go.
Young was the best. Like the titles are SEO gold. So why Gary Young was an amazing leader. Why Gary Young changed the game. How Gary Young changed. Use the name in the title. You guys dilute the garbage. That's like, that's like, I'm just carrying a flag to war at this point, but
there you go. And that's a thing you can do. But guys, even if you are not creating content, all you have to make sure you're doing is showing up the way he would show up, right?
Girl,
show up in your life, in your social circle, on your profile, wherever you are, the way he would show up, and lead by example. Lead the discussion by example, by not engaging in the haterade, and just, you know, immerse yourself in the oils and spread them around with others. You know, just live the life that you came here to live, and do not be affected by people who just can't get woke enough to get with it. It's not your problem. They're not your problem.
I got my woke mug today. Yes, not your problem, y'all. I love it. I love it.
Yes, these are blog post ideas. They're getting this. Absolutely. Blog about this. YouTube about this. YouTube about this.
All the things. Get your voice out there, you guys. We haven't had enough education, I believe, as a company, as a whole. We haven't had enough education on how to really get our message out there into the internet. There was, I believe, in my opinion, there was a lot of fear around the internet with the thing that happened circa 2012-ish, right? Or 16 or something. I don't know when it happened. But there was, whenever the thing happened online, and then there were the crackdowns and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of people got scared to use their voice online. And it's not just distributors. I think that a lot of people got scared to use their voice online as it pertains to holistic wellness, things like that. Okay. What we need to do is we need to really be educating ourselves on how to share our story and be able to do it online. So really any of the, and we're not here to like plug anything, but any of the Get Oiling work, what are they called? Work on Thursdays?
Oh, the weekly work sessions.
Weekly work sessions. Those are always going to be super helpful in helping you guys get your message out there. So definitely, you don't have to be a Get Oiling customer or client to attend those. They're fantastic, you guys. So what we need to do is we need to be getting our words, getting our voice, getting our agenda. An agenda isn't a bad thing. A bad agenda is, right? But an agenda isn't a bad thing. Agenda is a mission. My agenda is to get oils in every home, right? So if we need to get our agenda out there, we need to get wise as to how we're going to share this information online, because that's where things are happening at this point, you guys.
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
You have the power to control the conversation.
Yes.
And it does not have to be in the hands of the trolls.
No. Boo.
Love it. I love it.
Cool. Well,
yeah, it was 2014, right? Guys,
2014.
if you are engaging with the process in Go for Gold, if you're following the trainings that are in Get Oiling that Martha is doing, what we are helping you move toward, what we are empowering you toward is a future for your business where you don't have to worry about someone snooping and finding something that they could slap you with. Like, putting yourself out there in such a way that is going to attract people so that you don't have to worry about language and compliance, because it's not about that, right?
It was never about that. Yeah. Nope. That's what I've got 2 people messaging me today in specific that have been on they've been on my friends list. They've been, like Facebook friends for over how long I've been with Young Living, and are just now messaging me right now. You guys, it's a long game. It's a long game. Some of the signups are going to come quickly whenever you start doing like Go for Gold and stuff. Some of them are going to come quickly. And then some of them, like how Ashley's described the popcorn popper, some, you never know when they're going to pop. Right? You get those little randos at the end that are like, oh, bebop, they pop as you're eating the popcorn, right? Like they're like, well, I wasn't ready yet. And then they pop while you're eating. But like, you never know when somebody's moment is going to happen. And everybody's moment is based on their own history, right? Their own experience. So maybe experience with another network marketing company, maybe just plain their experience with all sorts of things. It doesn't really matter. But the thing is that not everybody is the same. So you have to be showing up. You have to be consistent. Consistency breeds trust, you guys. And the more that people trust us, the less you're going to have people that are coming to you on your own social media pages saying, bah, 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 whatever. And then if that happens, hide the comment. Okay. So they still think their comment is there, but nobody else can see it unless they're friends with that person, in which case, who cares anyway? But that person will, you delete the comment and then all of a sudden you've started a war, even though it's your own page. But you hide the comment and they have no idea. They're just going to wonder why nobody cared about their comment. They'll go through their own internal turmoil at that point. But yeah, so.
Oh, I like that.
Man.
My goodness, you guys. Really, I hope that, especially you yellows out there, I hope that you understand that it's okay to stand in your power. I believe that is what Gary would want you to do. Yeah. To stand in your power and to be unaffected by those who would just blindly be naysayers. Because most of these people are the type of people who will just pile on to hate on a thing because it's a popular thing to do. That's a thing that happens in this industry all the time. And you know what? People who are not that way, which is most people, they will warm up eventually. And yeah, just like the popcorn, you never know when that's going to pop off. And you never know. You absolutely never know. So don't be emotionally invested in these people. They will drag you down and beat you with experience, and they will take you right to where they are because that's what they want. The crabs in the bucket, right? Don't go there.
Crabs in a bucket.
Do not go there. You've got big things that you are meant to do.
Yes. Amen to that. I'm going to just drop the mic on that, you guys. Later to the hater, Diana said. We'll just leave that as the last thing. Yes. Mwah. Bye. Right?
Bye, haters.
Bye. Oh, man. Well, thank you, Ashley. This has been a whole lot of fun. It always is. I'm excited for our next one, too. But
yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Our next one's going to be really fun.
Oh man, you guys are about to yeah,
stir that pot.
Yes. Okay. Oh man. Well, everybody, you have an awesome day. Ashley, you have an awesome day too. Be safe, lady. You guys, everybody, Ashley is in New York City. Send her all your prayers. Send her all your good vibes, all of your things.
Guys, the worst part of all of this is that this introvert is working at home with everyone here in the apartment. Everything else is fine.
Everybody is home. Oh my gosh. Well, everybody have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.